Hi everyone, welcome to Lamizo Green, my gardening channel. I hope you're all well. Today is a very busy day in my garden. I have got several things planned. As you can see, I've already transplanted some tomato plants in this planter. This planter I made last year out of a pallet, and I did make a video about it, so you could check it out on my channel. To make the most of the space, I've planted some lettuce and coriander between the tomato plants, and they seem to be doing quite well. Here's another trellis I made yesterday for my other tomato plants. It's quite a simple one. It's just a frame made of woods that were available at home. The trellis is now firmly buried in the soil, and all I have to do is put canes on both sides near the tomato plants and tie their tips to the trellis at the top. I've already dug holes where the tomato plants will go. I'm also adding manure and organic fertilizer. Hey guys, really sorry I can't put the camera on today when I'm making the trellis and transplanting these tomatoes, but the trellis is done. This is me just transplanting now, but before we do that, I'd like to tell you how to prepare your plant. The soil is ready. I've dug the hole where I want the plant to be, and also added manure and some organic fertilizer. So it's ready for the plant, but I'd just like to show you what to do with the plant before you plant it. So basically, as you can see, because probably I'm a bit late to transplant, the plant started to form little flowers. Can you see that? So I'm just going to snip this off, because really what I want is the plant to concentrate on getting bigger rather than producing flowers at this stage. It's too young. So what I'm going to do is just snip these flowers off. It won't do any harm to the plant because it's got so many leaves, so that's not a problem. Just snip it off and take these leaves off, because when I plant it, these will be touching the ground, or they'll be going under the ground. So take these off. This could go as well. I know, it looks so lovely, but I'm taking it off. And then all I'll have to do there is just take it off the pot and put it in the soil. The other important thing is to bury the stem as deep as possible in the soil, because that's where the roots will develop. Okay guys, so there's a plant. Look at the amount of roots we got here. So I'm just going to put it in there. Here we go guys, the job is done. The cane will appear in due course when the plants are taller. Okay guys, time to move on to my next job now, which is creating a little corner for all my potted plants using these extra pallets I've got in my garden. So what I'm trying to do here is create like a huge shelf where I can put all my pots. It will be quite elevated from the ground, so it can keep the plants safe from slugs and snails. So I've chosen the chilies to go on there. I've got two types of chilies which I sown this year, and they've done very well. Those were the Hungarian hot wax, which are still in the greenhouse at the moment, but these are the best chili eye.
As you can see, the seedlings grown quite a bit, and I've also been hardening them outside for a few days just to make them get used to the temperature outside at the moment, and they've been doing really well. So I'm just potting them in bigger pots, and I'm just going to put them all on that nice little area I've created. It just helps to make the whole garden look much better. There we go. It's all ready to go on the little corner there on the pallets. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? And it's also safe from the slugs, which has been a great problem this year. Alright guys, so next job is to transplant the yellow dwarf bean. I've chosen this planter, which I'm going to top up with some manure and then bring the seedlings out. Some of the leaves look a bit yellowish, which look like the plant is in distress. Maybe it's past its transplanting date, or maybe the recent heat has had an effect of them. And also we haven't been as consistent with the watering these last few days because we were away for a couple of days. But I'm sure once it's out in the planter, it will be alright. So I'm just going to carry on and finish transplanting these and then give them a good watering. Now comes the exciting part, guys. I really love it, and it's the harvest. The radishes are ready to be harvested, and so has been a few different plants in the garden recently. The coriander has been harvested a few times, the Chinese cabbage as well, and today I'm harvesting the radishes and the kale. So that's really finishing my gardening day on a high point. And yeah, I'm really happy with the harvest. Just look at those radishes. The colors look brilliant. I'm still leaving a few behind because they're not ready. So yeah, radishes done. Next on to the kale. It's the first time I'm planting kale, and to be honest, I didn't think it was hard work at all. I sown them indoors and then transplanted them outside, and really all it needed was good soil and just some watering. And this is the second time actually I'm harvesting from these kales, and they keep coming. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you how I usually enjoy these kale. You can use them in smoothies and also cook them many other different ways. I enjoy them as chips, believe it or not. I recently saw a recipe which I've tried to replicate, and it was really easy. Just wash your kales, put them in a tray, season them with olive oil, bit of salt and pepper, and just bake them for about 15 minutes in gas mark 5 or 6, and yeah, you get yourself some nice crispy chips which you can enjoy, you know, any time of the day when you're hungry or you're sitting watching telly, because it's quite healthy. At least it stops you from eating junk. So yeah, I'll finish the video here, guys. It's been really nice showing you what I've been up to. I hope you did like the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Till I see you next time. Bye bye.